Hey, it's me, MLB. Here is chapter 10 of Takedown. This one is titled Wholesome Happiness. Alright, well, On and Sexy Schoolgirl 69 said that they were too busy and Kirito and Asuna were involved in some Alicization thing. Long story short with Kirito, but he's kinda in a coma at the moment, Hansu said bluntly. Oh, dear. Hope he's okay, you commented with a grimace. I've been told he'll be okay, Hansu said with a smile. Okay, good. So, Migata, you prompted, getting back to the point. Can we arrange a meeting? Already on it, Hansu said with a chuckle, then sighed as he interjected another comment. I need a raise, honestly, he said before getting back to the point. Okay, meeting today at 4 PM with Magata. He's coming to the lab, so we'll meet him there. Do you require an escort? The shining hero said from the sidelines again. Your form prickled with surprise and you jumped as your head whipped towards him. I forgot he was still there, he thought as he stared him down. No thank you, Twinkle, Hansu commented dryly. You will be relieved of your duties this afternoon. Pardon-moi, my name is You Can't Stop My Twinkling, the shining hero replied with an effeminate fervency, touching the tip of his fingers to his chest gently as he held his other hand out, palm up, as if serenading Hansu with his words. Although Shining Hero was a little different, he had added some randomness to an otherwise tense day, so you were a little sad to see him go. 4 PM rolled around, and you and Hansu waited nervously in your office at the laboratory. People had been avoiding you more and more as the rumours about you spread, and honestly you couldn't wait to get this whole situation done, dusted, and over with. I'm betting he's a middle schooler with pimples, Hansu said randomly in the silence of the room. I was just thinking that, you said with a laugh. I'm calling black hair. With a heavy fringe that covers one eye, Hansu added. Speaks in internet slang, you contributed. Gets embarrassed to talk to you because you're a girl and he's spent so much time online he doesn't have good social skills, Hansu said, profiling the potential vibes of this Magata person. There was silence for a bit, then Hansu spoke again. If you're wrong, you owe me a job promotion, he said. And if you're wrong, you're buying me a year's supply of my favourite snack, he replied from your office chair as you spun around on it slowly. Just then there was a knock on the door and Hansu got up to answer it, pulling the door wide open. Your grey-haired assistant was the first to see who this Mirio Migata person was, and he burst out laughing as he stepped back to make room for the person to enter. Come in, Magata, he invited enthusiastically. Hi again, Yin, Mirio said brightly as he stepped through the door. Your jaw hit the floor. You're Magata? You asked incredulously. That's me, he said with a bright, closed-eyed smile and a thumbs up. You owe me a promotion, Hansu said from beside the door as he looked at you. And you owe me a year's supply of favourite snack, you replied to Hansu in a disbelieving voice, your eyes locking on Mirio. Do I get to pull a O as well? Mirio asked with a bright smile as he looked at you and then Hansu. Depends, Hansu asked slyly. What do you want us to owe you? If you get the job done that we've asked you to help with, then Yin owes you a date with herself. He smirked as he glanced at you. Your heart did a cartwheel. Hansu, you gasped in horror. That sounds pretty good to me, Mirio said happily, completely unfazed by the potentially embarrassing situation. Why is he just so perfect? You sobbed internally. He totally didn't even flinch at Hansu's comment. Anyway, come on, hotshot. We need you for this little mission of ours, Hansu said casually as he strode over to his chair and motioned for Mirio to sit down in another one that was behind a desk. Your eyes followed Mirio as he walked over to the chair and sat down. He was a tank. God, that shirt that he's in makes him look even more stacked, you thought with a light blush on your cheeks. Mirio glanced across at you and smiled. Embarrassed at being caught staring, you quickly looked away and gazed intently at the wall adjacent to you, like it had some kind of intriguing masterpiece on it. Professor, if we could have your attention for just a moment, Hansu said sarcastically. He had seen you staring at Mirio, and then look away quickly when Mirio had caught you. You looked back. Yep, you replied as you turned your attention back to the two of them sheepishly. So, you're Migata, right? You asked Mirio, just to be sure that this was all correct and not some amazing dream. That's me, he said brightly, as he leaned forward onto the table in front of him, crossing his arms on it before lifting one arm and giving you a peace sign across his forehead with a closed-lip smile. Yeah, awesome, you stammered, unusually stuck for words. Oh, man, this guy, too cute and wholesome. He's just perfect. Sorry to interrupt your internal monologue, Hansu cut in, after seeing you just staring and blushing at Mirio while the cute blonde looked back at you. Hansu knew you well enough now and guessed that you were probably fangirling over him in your mind or something like that. Don't you dare call me out like that, bitch, you seethed internally as your gaze shifted from Mirio to Hansu and darkened. Hansu chuckled softly to himself, knowing that he had guessed correctly, judging by the look that you'd just given him. Okay, Hansu said authoritatively as he stood up. Mirio, he said, pulling the blonde's attention away from you. Yes, sir, Mirio said to Hansu happily. Let me bring you up to speed on what's going on. Okay, Mirio said with a smile. I'll put my seatbelt on, shall I? Don't bring me up to speed too quick. We don't want to break the speed limit, he added with a wink and a grin, waiting for a response. Hansu stalled, Mirio's jocose comment leaving the assistant speechless. You burst out laughing at Hansu's reaction. He always had a comeback for anything, so to see him speechless was a rarity, and a pleasure, all in itself. Mirio thought that you were laughing at his joke, and his eyes lit up as he beamed at you, elated that he had made you laugh. Hansu shot you a look as you continued to cackle from the sidelines. Sorry, continue, you laughed as you wiped the tears of laughter from your eyes, motioning for Hansu to keep talking. And there ends chapter 10. Stay tuned for chapter 11.